Hey everybody, Deplorable Bobby here. I gotta quit saying that, hey everybody, because right now there's nobody in here. But anyway, I'm here for my Wednesday night live stream, and as usual on Wednesday nights, it's a little slack compared to Sunday nights. But that's okay, because I still have some good information to bring you. And before I do all that, I'm going to wait and see if we gather some people in here. It won't take but a few minutes maybe, and we'll have some people showing up. If you're watching the replay of this, I want to welcome you here. I want to thank you for your view. I want you to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment. I always answer my comments, so leave me a comment. Hit the bell icon. Maybe you'll see me when I go live or when I do a video. We've only been in here for about a minute, but on Wednesday nights it's usually a little slack. I guess you hear the sirens behind me back there. D.A. Archer is here, and Margot Dahlgreen. Thank you so much, D.A. Thank you, Dangerous Freedom. Thank you, brother. I know you just got off work. DM, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate you being here. And DA's great. Margot's great. Dangerous Freedom. And DM is the best mod going. But we're going to get some people in here. Pete the Patriot. Thank you, brother. I was checking you out today, and it's always good to see you in my chat. We'll get a couple of more people in here, and I'll get started. We have Cornbread Burgess, Tony Patriot, Philip Turner. All right, we're getting some people in here, so I'll go ahead and get started. First thing I want to do is to thank all of y'all for being here, and then after that, I want to mention my PayPal information. It'll be somewhere in the links below, but that's neither here nor there. What matters is that James and Darlene Wells, they sent me a personal check in the mail, and I want to thank them. It's not a PayPal donation, but it's a kind, heartfelt donation from two very good people who I respect, and I enjoy their friendship. So we want to thank James and Darlene Wells for their kind donation. I do have an internet phone number, and it's 404-900-1777. Philip Turner's in here. Great to see you, brother. It's always good to see you, Ancient Drummer. Yeah, we got some people coming. Fred Knott. Good man. Man, I love Fred. Check him out. Fred's a good guy. Can't go wrong. Tony Patriot's in here. And while I'm just giving shout-outs and stuff, check Tony Patriot out on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. He's always got great content. He's always entertaining, and he always has a good message. So check out Tony Patriot. Once you go to his channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll know when he's going live, because he does go live sometimes, besides on Thursday nights. So check him out. Check out Fred Knott, DM and History B. They have a great video live stream on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. You need to check them out. So always remember that Effie Loves America, Jeff Brandau, Fred Knott, Tony Patriot. Man, I'm so glad to see you people here. I want to tell you something tonight about a dear friend of mine. I used to get comments from him daily, and he always had great words of inspiration. And then suddenly he just disappeared. Well, he called me today. He's got a bad deal going on with his health, and he hasn't been able to get online. So tonight in your prayers, I want you to remember Disabled Vet's Perspective. I'm sorry. I was trying to click off an X on my screen, and his name is Barney Fife. I was thinking about Disabled Vet's Perspective because I wanted to give him a shout out. He was so kind last night to have several of us on, and it was a good deal. So I want you to remember Barney Fife in your prayers. But tonight, we got some really crazy stuff going on with CNN. I don't know if y'all are aware of it, or maybe it's just me that finds this stuff, but CNN went live at 5 p.m. and they're going to go to midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time. And you got people like Chris Cuomo and Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon, as well as Wolf Blitzer and a couple others. Well, what they're going to do is they're going to do a 7-hour show, and they're going to have 10 of the Democratic candidates answer questions for 40 minutes. So here's what's going to happen. The whole thing is going to be on climate change. Florida Jim, good to see you, brother. Philip Turner and Margot again. It's always good to see you people. But yeah, they're going to have a 7-hour, 40-minute increment with 10 different presidential candidates from the Democratic Party. And they're going to talk only about climate change. People, that's 7 hours of climate change. I mean, don't you think that even the most die-hard demon rat would get tired of that after about the first 2 hours? Well, we got 7 hours of that on TV tonight. I'm not going there, and I don't expect you to, but I thought you just might get a good laugh out of that, because I think it's funny. I think it's absolutely hilarious that these idiots are going to get out there for 7 hours and they're going to give us their idea on how to save the climate. And I guarantee you, they're going to talk about the new Green Deal of Ocasio-Cortez. That's exactly what they're going to do. They don't have another leg to stand on. I mean, climate change for these demon rats is probably the 1A situation that they want to avoid, but they have to confront because it's in their face. So now we have all these demon rats. Now, why? Why would CNN put 7 hours of climate change on their channel? I mean, their viewership has already dropped below Nickelodeon. I mean, come on. These people are literal jokes. But here they are, bringing out their best. Oh, and of course, it doesn't matter to me, but just for the sake of saying it, I'm going to say it. And you have Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon. You know, the two homosexuals that we know of at CNN. So now, I never could understand why anybody would listen to either one of them to begin with, but then you have Chris Cuomo, which is even worse. So it doesn't matter if you're a homosexual, it doesn't matter if you're a demon rat. What matters is that you're a fool, and you're a total idiot, and you have no idea how capitalism works. You know what's really the funny thing about this is they are going to be talking about climate change and how that's going to affect your children and your grandchildren in the future. Well, I'll be honest with you, climate change is a bunch of bull. The earth has went through many cold periods and many hot periods over its existence. I mean, this planet has been frozen at least 3 times. So who cares about the climate? Because we have no control over it. But yet, some say we do. I don't really believe that much. But you know what I do believe? I do believe that our kids and our grandkids may not have to worry about climate change as much as they're telling us we do. But they're going to have to look at a $22 trillion debt that's going to look them straight in the face the minute they're born. People, $22 trillion of debt is not like climate change. It's not something that's made up. It's a fact that our children and our grandchildren are going to be laden with $22 trillion worth of debt before they ever get started. People, that's the cold hard truth. So let's not worry about climate change. It's going to change if it wants to, if we want it to or not. But you know, there's something else the CNN reported. They also said that hundreds, literally hundreds, have been implicated in the Jeffrey Epstein case. Wow. I've heard all kinds of stories in the last couple of weeks. I've heard everything from he committed suicide to he was Arkansided to where he was never there. He's away somewhere in Gitmo and he's singing his voice out. I don't know. But I know this much. We don't need anybody in our society who preys on children. And people, I don't always talk about abortion. And I don't always talk about our exploited and our trafficked and our abused children. I can't do it all the time anymore. That's why I bring you other stories. But tonight I'm going to bring you just a little bit, because this really hits home with me, because I'm not a white supremacist. You can't be pro-life and be a white supremacist. But that's what they're saying about us. What they're saying is they ask the question, are pro-lifers white supremacists? Well, according to the far left libtards, and this lady's name is somebody I've never heard of. She writes for the Washington Post. Her name is Marissa Brostoff. So let's give her accolades for what she did, even though it was total stupidity. She wrote that anti-abortion politics can provide cover for white nationalist sentiments. She says, never underestimate the ways these issues and these agendas are linked. See, people, they're preaching that we have an agenda. Well, yeah, we do. And that agenda is to be pro-life, pro-gun, pro-liberty, pro-pursuit of happiness, pro-flag. That's what we are. We're patriots. You know, the timing here is not accidental. The left is painting pro-lifers with white nationalism so that it will distract attention from the agenda of the 2020 Dems trying to sell their stupid agenda. These demon rats, all of them that are on there tonight talking about climate change, they have no plan. You know, it's including federally funded abortion on demand, including up to death, and beyond that, beyond birth. If you want to deal with this Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, you know, he's a pediatric neurologist. He deals with kids all the time. But he made it very clear last year that he believed that you could kill your baby after birth. And people, where does that come from? It comes from one place. It comes from Satan. And that's the only place it could come from. No God-loving American would ever agree to kill a child after it's born, strictly on the say-so of the mother. This is total stupidity. It's anarchy. It's unfathomable. And people, that's hard for me to say that word, but I said it. And that's what it is. It's unimaginable that anybody would consider killing a child after it's born. But that's what they think about, and that's what they want as laws. The great dirtbag, so glad you're here. Spirit Talker, DM, the great mod. The American Dirtbag, I'm so glad you're back. I'm Philip